All right, so in today's video, what we want to talk about is how you can create a high converting leads generation funnel. Now, for leads generation, basically what you're doing, you are not selling. Very, very important you understand this. You are not selling, right? So you are basically trying to convince people to probably, to join you, right? To probably give you their emails, to join your training, to do whatever it is you're trying to do, to maybe sign up to come for a consultation on your land, whatever it is you're going to do. For example, this is one I'm running for let me see if I can find it. I'm currently running a particular campaign for one of the big guys in Facebook. He actually helped me. He taught me a little bit about, about Facebook ads some time back. And he came to me recently. Sure, he came from my class as well. He's in that same class with us. And he came there and was like, he wanted me to help him run his ads, well, right? And so what he's doing is a lead generation funnel. So I'm going to show you two examples. Let me show you his own lead generation funnel. Then I'm going to show you mine as well. Where are we? Okay. Let me see this. Can I find that thing again? Okay, so the idea is in lead generation. Basically, with lead generation, what you're trying to do is that you're trying to capture their contact so that you can keep in touch with them later, maybe to give them a free training or whatever it is. So I'm going to show you my own funnel. That's the exact funnel we used that got most of you into my WhatsApp group. Then I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you somebody else's own, and that person I'm running ads for. So let me see if I can get them 2 days worth. 2 days. Share screen 2 days. So okay. So let me share the screen now so you can see exactly what I'm showing you. I just want to give you an example of what a lead generation funnel looks like, right? So you all agree you saw this, yeah? You all saw this particular, when you landed, this was what you saw on my website. And so we have a pre-headline, right? We have a headline, and then we have a hook. So they are all using the same system, right? They're all using the same system. Then I added this picture, of course, and then I added bullet points similar to what we did yesterday. Then I put a button, but then I used something special here, and this is what is known as the PPP ads format. So what I did here was to use the PPP format. So what is the PPP format? Before I come back here, so I want you to understand this. Let me jump back into the PPP. Let me jump back into the other slide and show you so you understand the PPP format and you don't get lost with what I'm trying to show you. All right. So this is what we should look at. This is the PPP format. The PPP format is a sales letter template for writing sales letter. You can use it for writing sales letter. That's when you say sales letter, it's something somebody reads to buy something. And you can also use it for writing lead generation sales letters. In lead generation, remember, they are not buying, you're just getting them to take an action, such as giving you their information and joining a class. In sales letters, normal sales letter like e-commerce, they have to buy something there. So if you look at the PPP format, the first P stands for problem, right? The first P stands for problem. This is where you want to facilitate, facilitate with the person reading. You want to make them know that you've been in their shoes, you understand. It's just a way to tell a story, right? It's a storytelling ads copy format, not ad copy, sales copy format, right? The PPP is a storytelling sales copy format, and PPP stands for problem, pivot, palace. Problem, pivot, palace. So in the problem section, you want to facilitate with them to show them that you understand what they are going through presently, right? You want to show them that you've been in their shoes before, that you understand what they the frustrations they had and the desires they had, right? Then the next thing is that you also want to show them that you've been in their shoes, you understand their frustrations, their desires, their dreams, you've been there before. Then the next thing is to pivot. The pivot is where you tell them, how did you stumble on this solution? What happened? Did a friend introduce it to you? Did you read of it in the newspaper? Did you buy a course? How did you stumble on it? That is your pivot, right? Then the last part of the story format is your palace. You want to tell them the story, the where you are now. You want to tell them um, what you're benefiting right now, the results you're getting, right? So you can use this to sell anything, right? Basically anything, right? So that is the way the format works. And then after that, you want to add your offer, right? This is where you explain in details what are your offer, what your offer is, the features and benefits of your offer, how is it different from other people's stuff, and all that. And then you add a call to action. Remember, I told you when you write an ad, always add a call to action. Always write that up, whether you're writing a sales copy or an ad copy. To recap, an ad copy is the one you write and put on Facebook and run ads with. A sales copy is what you put on your website. I'm just trying to differentiate them in case you are confused. Now, with this in mind, let us go and look at two examples where we use the PPP format, and so that you understand it. So I'm going to share my whole screen. Again. So now let's come back here. I believe you have some more understanding on what I am doing here, so it doesn't look like magic. Where do I increase this thing? Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back. Now, apart from the headline, oh wait, of course, I'm going to show you how I have a recorded video already on how to do this. But I just want to show you the PPP format so you get to understand how to use it in your business, right? So the first thing, this is like I explained, this is your headline. I already covered that in that first format. So you should always have a headline in your sales copies, always have a headline, right? After your headline, sorry, this is your pre-headline. Okay, so I got, well done. I want to know if this is a copy or caption. I can't see what this is. No, grammar copy. Good evening, Sean. I want to know if this is like a copy or caption for paid ads or for email marketing. This is for paid ads. What I'm explaining here, so let me explain this again. What I'm explaining here is how you can write your sales copies for lead generation, right? This is for lead generation. If you pass through this page, I believe every one of you came through this page. If you pass through this page, you might have forgotten, but you passed through this page and then you landed on my WhatsApp. This was the page I used in promoting my class. It's a lead generation page. You can go through, look at it very well. Some of you came through this page, right? If you remember very well, this is the page that took you to my WhatsApp, right? When you joined my group. And so I'm just trying to explain to you how to create a page like this. So the first thing you have is a pre-headline. Then you have a headline. I explained this yesterday. So if you're a little bit confused, you can go back and check how these three things. So that's why I'm not going over this specific one. Then you have a hook. This is your hook. Then you have some bullet points, right? These are your bullet points. What you're doing here with these bullet points is just to identify who your target and who you're talking to, right? So I'm telling people that even if you've struggled with running ads before, even if you're a complete novice to running ads, even if you don't have a laptop or a website, I'm going to, this is still for you, right? And then the next thing is where I go into the PPP story, right? So I said, after they've answered yes, if you answered yes to all this, then you want to keep reading, because what I'm about to reveal to you will completely change your business and give you the secrets to constantly winning with Facebook ads in your business. Then this is where I went into the PPP part. I'm trying to explain to them that I know what you're going through. I said, imagine getting an awesome product you want to sell. You are seeing others selling it. You are making big bucks, and you are sure that this product sell like wildfire. Then you pay a graphic designer to make some amazing flyers or videos. You sit down, write an ad copy, and after watching a few copywriting videos, then you carry your last 20,000 naira in your bank account, set up ads, hoping to make sales like crazy, and then silence. Not a single purchase, not even a single message to your DM from someone who wants to buy. Or worse, you get all those annoying WhatsApp TVs pitching you to sell their services to you, on top of the ads which you just spent your last money to run. So you shut down the ads, you go to YouTube and you watch more videos, and then you have another idea which you want to test, or you change your creatives, or you pay the graphic designer to adjust your flyer, and then you launch again. And boom, this time you've got one message, but it's very costly. And after replying to the person, he disappears on you, he ghosts you, and you never hear from him again. Now, no matter how hard you try, it seems Facebook ads have something personal against you, and you're about to give up. This advertising thing is not for you. But then you try experts, you pay them because they bandish results in your face, and then you launch ads. But again, after 48 hours, nothing, you're stuck in the same cycle over and over. Listing, you're not alone. I know your pain because I've been there myself. So if you understand what I'm doing here, basically, I am I am trying to put myself in their shoes. They are reading about the frustrations they have, right? This is the same frustration they have, which was what I have. So I'm sharing their pain. Now I want to say something. This story must not always be a real life story. So you can create it. You can create it. It must not be a real life story. And again, you can use AI to write it by putting the formula. Like I taught you yesterday, all you need to do is to teach AI, right? You need to teach it how do you want it to write for you, right? If you remember yesterday, I told you that when you're putting in the ads, you want to tell it what format you want the AI to use. Very, very important. You want to teach it what format do you want AI to use, right? So you're going to tell it, oh, I want you to write an ad that sells this using ABC format. Very, very important you do that. Okay. So I will not go so much in depth into this, because once you understand the basics that this is what you're doing here, it becomes very easy. You need a story. So let me just finish up with this one. Now you see all these places I'm explaining the problem, right? The pain, their pain. I'm explaining their pain. Then the next thing is, this is where I wrote about the pivot. I was frustrated and unsure what to do about it. I was in the same vicious cycle, and it wasn't until I saw the small but powerful mistakes I was making and mastered how to generate leads and drive sales with Facebook ads that things start to change for me. This is the pivot. It's very small. It's usually your turning point, so you don't need to say too much here. It's very small. What you're trying to do is you are creating a connection between when you were suffering and now that you're doing well, right? That's just what you're doing in your pivot. So what's changed for you? Did you watch news? Did your friend introduce the product to you? What changed? Did you buy a course? Did you read the information? What's changed? That's what you're putting there. Then the palace is where you're now getting results. So look at what I wrote for the palace. But fast forward to today. Okay, I think you can see that. Let me know if I can make it bigger. Okay, so I now said, but fast forward to today. This is my pivot. Sorry, my palace. This is the last part, the palace, where you are now that you're getting results. And I said, but fast forward to today, I can generate hundreds of leads daily and close tons of sales of my own products, such as the Google My Business bundle, which I generated over 10,000 leads for and made over 400 sales. And for those of my clients who pay me multiple six figures to drive quality leads and sales for them at cheap cost and below. So this is now me just rounding up the story with my palace. On one with the palace part. So what you want to do here as well, add testimonials. After that, you've added testimonials, then you give your offer. Remember, I mentioned that after you finish the palace, you have offer, right? So this is my offer. Remember, this is a lead generation. I'm not selling anything to them. So if I was selling a course, at this point, I would say, now I want to teach you how to do that. Now, all you need to do is buy so course, but I'm not selling a course. I'm just telling them to go and join my training. So that's what I now did here. I said I'll be hosting a 2-day free webinar this week, where I'll be sharing with you the secrets to generating leads and sales using Facebook ads, which no one else is telling you. This training will be held on WhatsApp. So this is my offer. This is my offer. I now go in depth into my offer. Remember, I also said that here, explain explain your offer and the features and benefits, as well as its unique selling point. That's how is it different from other things. So this is where I come and I explain my offer. This is what you'll be getting. And, I just added this one to drive away people who are not my complete customer. So you could do this, you could decide not to do this. Then I gave them the time as well. And then I just added a little bit about me. This is a little bit about me. You can do that for yourself. If you're doing lead generation, if you're doing sales, you can do that as well if what you're selling necessitates it. For example, if you're selling a health medicine, you may want to add, maybe you're a doctor and you're selling a health job, you may want to add your credentials, just something to add authority, to add proof to it. We covered a little bit of that yesterday, where you're supposed to talk about yourself to add authority, to the whole thing. Yes, you can, but I usually do not like lead generation to be. But I'm going to show you one. That's what I told you. I'm going to show you one from a mentor of mine. I'm trying to find the link. I'm going to show you. I can't just find where we did that in today. But I'm going to show you one. I think it's on this. Let me see. So I have multiple accounts where I'm running. I'm going to show you the one he's using for lead generation. It's beautiful. Let me see. Yeah, this is it. Okay, I'm going to show you that. You're going to see how he's doing his own for lead generation. So, but let's finish up with this. So you put your authority, and then this is where I collect your information, right? So immediately you finish on this, when you click on this form, it takes you to WhatsApp. Now, this one I am using is known as Wamation. I use Wamation. Wamation is a paid service, so I actually pay for it. But I'm going to show you how to do the free service using Cognito forms. So that's part of what we're covering today. So this is just a summary on a lead generation funnel. There are simpler methods. Let me show you the lead generation funnel I use in selling my Google My Business. It's very, very simple. Let me just show you. Very, very simple. It's not as complex as this one. This one is longer. So I'm just giving you different examples of how it can look like. So when you're writing yours, it should not be a difficult problem for you. Where was it? Your GMBB2. I think it's GMBB2. I can't remember now. Let me see. I can't remember this particular one. It was a very, yeah, this is it. This was the funnel that got me over 10K leads. Very simple. 4 ways you could be earning money with Google Maps using your smartphone. And I just wrote a small thing. Our phones are filled with so many opportunities, and oftentimes just some little write-up. Our phones are filled with so many opportunities, and oftentimes we don't know until it's quite late, leaving us with regrets and what ifs. In this class, however, you will be learning how business people like yourself, youth corporates, and just about anyone else can put their business on Google Maps, create an online presence for their business, and make money with Google Maps by offering this service to others. So what are you waiting for? Fill in your details and click the link to join the WhatsApp class today. And so the last time I had this class was July, long time ago, right? So, and that's all. Then I went on to explain again. I listed 3 things they will be learning. This is me telling more about my offer, right? 3 things they will be learning in this class, and that's all. I didn't add any other thing. This is the only button. Now, if you notice for this one, there's no place to put your email here, but if you click forward, you will go to my Cognito form. Let me show you. Okay, I still use. Okay, sorry, I'm using Wamation here, but I think I've deleted the form. It will show. Yeah, it's supposed to take you to my Cognito form, but I've removed it, but I'm no longer using it. So this was a very simple landing page, and I got over 10K people who came through this page to my WhatsApp, right? Now, okay, so let me show you that for real estate. This guy is doing something really amazing. I've not done this myself. So this was not the one I used. I'm going to show you the one I used for. Yes, you must have a website. You must have a website. This for you to use this. There are other methods of doing lead generation without a website, but I cannot teach you those because I don't do them. So I will not want to teach you something I don't know. But what you can do is to buy. If you watch the video I recorded today on how to buy a domain name, you can actually get a domain name for under 5K. Right? You just get your domain name and connect it to your system E, which I'm going to show you a little bit of it today, right? You can connect it to your system E, and you don't need to spend as much as if you're buying a full website, right? So let me just show you the real estate code. Now, this is, some of you may know the guy, Promise Ohanaje. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but this is his own. You can see it. Discover an easy way to own landed properties that you can pass down your children without spending more than 1,000 naira daily. And then he went on to give his story. You see, where he tells you this is his offer directly. Now, there are different ways to do this, but the important thing is your headline. You can see his own headline. He didn't have a pre-headline here, but he has a headline, and see his hook. This is his hook. And after his hook, he just went in straight. He gave them his offer, right? So there are so many ways to go about this. And what I want you to do is to pick one that works for you, that is easy, right? And you go and you do it. Over time, as you keep practicing with it, so many other ways should be easy for you. So the important thing here, now, if you click on this, he has a pop-up button that shows up, and you fill it up, and you're going straight to this WhatsApp, right? So we're presently running ads for this, by the way. I don't want to confuse you with this, but I'm just trying to tell you that there are different ways you can do it. But the important thing is they all have some basic elements, right? They all have some basic elements. So I have a more stepwise video where I show you how to build this. I think I'm going to attach it to the course instead of, trying to get you to learn everything this night. It's going to be very difficult for you. We're going to just spend the whole time here. So I'll attach it. You can go over it again as part of the course. Okay, so where were we? Where were we? So this is on, but I just wanted to understand this. If you, for yours, this is the most basic, the PPP format is the most basic way you could go, right? It's very, very basic. Yes, you will need a website. You need a website. I bought one for, just go and watch the video I'll be uploading tomorrow. You will see how to buy it from Namecheap, everywhere you get it. And you can get, there are cheaper ones even than that one of 5K. There are cheaper ones. There's one of around $3, $2. There are cheaper ones. You could get them, right? You could use a blog. Yeah, you could even use a free website like Google websites, right? You could use that to work. The important thing is you want somewhere where you send people to read more about what it is you're selling. That's all. About what it is you're promoting. That's just the summary. So the important thing I want you to know is I want you to understand this format. Understand the problem. Just tell a story that utilizes the problem these guys are facing. Then the pivots. Tell how you discovered the solution. Then your palace. Where are you presently? What are the results you're getting? Then the offer. Explain the features and benefits of what you're selling. If you understand how to use this format, you're good. You don't need to learn any other method. This is enough for you. All right, this is very enough for you. So you don't need to learn everything, right? Don't confuse yourself. Just get the basics of how to use this, which is what I explained to you. You want to tell them the problem. You want to give the pivot, how the problem was, how you got to know the solution. That's just what the pivot is. And then you want to show them the palace, right? You want to show them the palace. This is where I am. Look at what I'm doing. For example, let me show you mine. A picture of the palace, right? Let me show you mine. I used a picture to, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yes, it will work for any. Yes, why not? It will work for property. It will work for property, definitely. Definitely. It depends on how you put it, right? It will work for property. But for property, I have not used this specific one. However, for real estate, I'll show you the one I've been using. I was supposed to find it. How to Bliss Legacy. Let me see if I can get it here. Bliss Legacy. Bliss Legacy. Good. Oh, no, no, no. Bliss Legacy. Ah, it's not this. Okay, so let me show you the one I use. It's very simple. It's not like this one. It's way, way simpler. I generally do not like very complex funnels for real estate. And the reason why is because you are not doing the major work on your funnel, right? You're just getting anybody who is interested to come around. So not Bliss Legacy. What's the name of this? Heritage, good, Heritage Real. Yes, it's good. So this is one I did for a client, and we got a couple of people to come in, and hey, wow, what's happening? This guy changed this stuff. Slash landing. This is it here. Okay, so this is very simple, right? This is one I specifically built this for a client, and he's still using it, right? I specifically built this for a client. You can see how simple it is. We have the head, we have the This is for real estate, of course. So we have the name of the company, Heritage Realty. We have a headline. This is a headline. Invest in landed properties in Egbe, Mowe, Ofada, in Lagos. We have our hook. Landed properties around Egbe and Mowe usually bring back 3 to 5 times return in just a few years. Then we went into our bullet points. Why should you invest with us? We gave a couple of bullet points here. Our properties are this. This is where you, again, this is just us explaining the offer. This is the offer. We're explaining the offer, right? So we will explain the offer. Then when you click on this link, it takes you to, let me show you to Cognito form. This is why I love to use Cognito forms. Like I said, it takes you to Cognito form where you see, this is what we ask them, fill in your correct details, and one of our agents will contact you shortly. You put your name, you put your phone number, and we ask them, are you interested in getting a landed property in Lagos? You have to fill yes to proceed. Then we said this land usually costs around 3 million and above. There's a 3-month installment plan. Are you in a financial position to get this land? If you don't click yes, you cannot proceed. And once you click with this, it takes you to WhatsApp where you automatically speak with an agent, right? So this particular form, we built it using Cognito forms and embedded it on this page. So I'm going to show you today how you can build something like this using Cognito form. So I'm going to round up this. I think I've been almost an hour now. It's too long on just lead generation. This is yesterday's stuff. All right. So this is all on how to set up your your lead generation funnel.